I go to work in the morning, I go back in the evening. I'll come back. My cook then will cook about food that about 50 people eat. I said, what is it for? They were killing one cow every day. I said, what is it for? He said, Your Excellency, I'm doing it in case if you come back with people. I said, have you ever seen me come back here with anybody? So why are you cooking for the people? Any day people will come here, I will let you know. Cook for only one person. One person. Me. I said, don't do it. You know, I come from Anambra State. There's too many big men. Of course. Like I told them, I said, don't allow any of them to come here. I don't have what it takes to entertain them. So what they do, they phone me, Peter, I want to see you. I come to your house in the evening. So I go to his house, because there he will bring his champagne, eat his fabulous food, and at times when I'm going, they will give me some to take back. Goodbye. But don't go to government house, because government house is not a restaurant. It's not a place to drink champagne. A bottle of champagne. A bottle of champagne today costs about 400,000, 500,000. That is salary of 20 people at 20,000. And you drink it with the public money. No, you can't do that. It should be, if you want to do that, you go to your house. So I said to them, no, this is government money. We brought down the cost of feeding governor. If I tell you where I brought it down from, to this, I said, this will be enough. Don't worry about me. And I can go on and on. You can go and work with people. It's not anything, not any magic. Every flight I've taken in Nigeria as a governor was economy. Reason is simple. If I come and say business class, 54,000. Another one, you go to internet, is 19,000. Is it not just from Abuja to this for 40 minutes? Why will I pay additional 1,000? I said no. I went to Youngsha Guru and said, your hotel in Abuja, can you give me this card? He gave me 50%. So to sleep there is 30,000 naira. And I said, no, these things, that is what people want me to go to another bigger hotel and stay for 250,000 naira. And people say, oh, Peter, is it? I said, well, I have a problem. If I sleep there and pay somebody 250, I will be awake. I wouldn't even sleep. Because I think they've stolen my money. Because I would think they have stolen my money. So it is important that you understand our government, we need to shut down cost of governance. No state government needs a house in Abuja. The governor doesn't live in Abuja. They don't need all this. Nobody wants to kill you. I was governor for 8 years without bulletproof car. I must tell you that I bought one, but I didn't use it and nobody killed me. I was using Prado. They will say, hey, it's not balance, it's not this. Another thing they keep telling me, that government vehicles, because of the high traffic, is every 6 months. I said, wait, if you remove this car from here, because you know what they do, they take it into auction and say, I said, no, this car is here for the term. We will use it. It's emotional. What do people think you're doing to yourself? We must shut down. And people say, where did you get money? To say, where did you get money? We got those monies. We were owing gratuities and pension of people for 35 billion. We were able to pay it. Because we have to shut down everything. I said, this cannot happen. Nobody will ever tell you that he came to a party while I was governor for 8 years. It's not a nightclub. No, it's governor's lodge. When I finish, I go home. If anybody wants to dance, he goes to nightclub. That is his business. And so all I'm trying to say is that we can change. No visitor we put in a hotel if you have any value to offer. And go and check. We are number 1 in implementation of MDG. We got award for it. I spoke at the UN. Go to European Union. We are number 1 in European Union while I was there. Why am I saying this? We were able to meet up every obligation. So my dear people, yes, it's good to stay here and feel bad and do everything, but let me beg you, you have no other country except this one. And only you can do this. If anybody is telling you, those people out there, they don't know you. They don't care about you. If they care, they will do things differently. You will see it in their behavior. You will see it in the way they do things, the way they feel, the way they move, and everything. In that, because they are doing that, what I beg you is that you must, like Olisa pleaded, get up and decide to join politics. Get up and decide to be part of it. The man who is leading the revolution in Hong Kong is 17 years old. He's 17 years old. My dear people, the society we help them to abuse today will take its revenge on all of us tomorrow. Thank you and God bless you.
Well, I said it and I'll repeat it again. It's Peter Obi. I mean, there's no way I can cast a vote for an Atiku or a Tinubu. I have a framework of leadership. I call them the 3 C's: character, competence, and capacity. I've been talking about this for decades. So when I use it and I do a weighting of the scores of each of the candidates around these 3 attributes that make up my framework of leadership, character, competence, and capacity, the person who comes out with a score higher than that of the others, because you're not compromising character for competence or compromising competence for character, then you find that, you know, there's no way I'm going to vote for anyone other than Peter Obi in this election. And I do believe that citizens who care for themselves, citizens who want a break with what we've seen in these decades and decades of failure, should at least vote for a candidate that they can relate to, a candidate that would listen to what it is that they care about. Because for the first time, the citizens of Nigeria are engaged. They're going to hold Mr. Peter Obi to account for governance, because he would be a product of citizens' desire to break away from the old.
The way you come on, steady, you surprising me, 'cause I love to see my energy.